Hello, 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 everyone. Let's come on in the room. Sorry, I had to cut my Bluetooth off. Hello, everybody. Come on in. Grab a seat. Let's have a little grown folk conversation tonight like we do anytime we in our faces in the place. We cut the music down a little bit. Come on in, y'all. Don't be scared. Come on in. Let me share this to a couple people while I'm waiting on some folk to get in here. I'm trying to share this to a few people. Okay. Come on in the room, you guys. Real Talk Wednesday. So we about to do some real talking about some real issues like we do anytime we connect. We got our music in the background. Grab your drink. Sip your sip, smoke your smoke, whatever you're going to do to ease your mind. Let's come on and have some grown folk conversation. If there's anything y'all want to discuss, as always, the floor is always open to you. We will not deal with any trolls. We're going to get them up out of here real quick, real fast. We're not giving them no attention tonight. They're not going to distract from what we got going on. They're not going to stop our flow. Come on in, y'all. Come on. If you got any ideas or suggestions, let me know. Anything you want to talk about, I'm open for suggestions. Okay. Okay, just checking my connection here. All right, welcome everybody. I see you guys coming in slowly but surely. Welcome. Today we're going to do, I don't even know who you are, so whoever you reported, I hope you reported the right person, but you can find you somebody to play with. Let me get you up out of here real quick. We're not doing ignorance tonight. We're not doing it. So, sorry, y'all. I got whoever that was up out of here because I don't even know who that is. Here go another goofball. Find y'all somebody to play with. Go play with your mamas, not me. Next. For whatever reason, y'all, and I say this in the most polite way, I don't know what it is, but whenever I'm on live, it's always the guys that are the trolls. It's never a female. And it's no offense because I got some awesome followers that are guys and I rock with them. But it never fails off the bat. I have at least 3 to 5 trolls in here that are guys that I have to block and get up out of here real quick. I don't know why. Like, just let us be great. We in here trying to vibe. I'm sorry, Jazz. I'm sorry, boo. Yeah, I not say MIA. I went live Friday. You weren't on. You may have been doing your own live, but I was live on Friday. So I apologize for that because I had a couple people like, okay, where are you? Where have you been? So I'm sorry, Pooh, but I'm on here tonight. So, I chill with y'all for a little while. Talk about what we're going to talk about. A couple things I want to discuss on this Real Talk Wednesday. Let me get some more grown folk in here. Like I tell people, this is a grown folk setting. We talking about real issues, real problems. We trying to come up with some real solutions. I ain't trying to change nothing. I'm not trying to force my beliefs, my opinions, or views on you. But I might be able to give you a different perspective on how to look at things or how to handle it. That's it. That's all. We've all been through something. None of us are perfect. None of our lives are without struggle in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So we're going to learn from each other. We're going to grow and glow together. You leaving shortly. Live in a few, but okay, no problem. Yeah, I try not to. At first, I was going live like every day, every other day, but then I noticed a lot of people talking about their accounts have been getting like banned or whatever, and some people thought it was because they was going live so frequently, and I don't think that's it. I think maybe it's just random and they just pick and choose. I don't know, but I said I was going to narrow it down. I'm gonna try to do twice a week. Tarot cards, shut. I don't know. Little honey, I have nothing to do with tarot cards. I'm on here talking. That's music that you hear playing. You got suspended yesterday. Oh, Jazz, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, at least you back on today. At least it was only for a day. Some people that I see have gotten suspended. They saying it's been like 6 days or something. Some people it's been weeks, but they had to create a totally separate backup account just to be able to connect to people. So yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Typically when I go live, I do I check like the violation, like you can click and check if you have any violations, I guess, on that video. So I try to check that every time I go live. So to make sure I kind of stay, inside the lines. Oh, little honey, yeah, it's a lot of that, but nah, boo. Nah, I'm not doing that. We talk about life. We talk about parenting, relationships, childhood traumas. We talk about letting go, moving on, healing, grief. We done talked about a lot. I've been going live like 3 weeks now, and we've covered a lot. I do Feel Good Fridays where I usually do some giveaways, or my people have the floor to talk about whatever. So this is my topic for today. I came across something, and I might have said it once before. Why? This is what I want to ask. I want to ask everybody that's in here, and I know I'm guilty of it. I've done it at some point in life. I want to know if you guys can relate. How many of you hold on to things or people that you know you should let go of? How many of you hold on to things and people that you know no longer serve a purpose in your life? How many? I'm guilty. I have done that. I have done that a lot of times for a long period of time. How many of you have done that? Both? Okay. Things and people. Okay. How many? I'm just curious because like I said, guilty, I can raise my hand. No shame. And what I speak be real and raw. I ain't got no shame in none I do or have done. So I'll put it out there. You got questions you want to ask me, as long as it's respectful, I will answer. I got no problem with that. Anything you want to know, hey, we're trying to build a rapport all the time. You wrote a song about it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bridget raised her hand. Okay. Okay, so I got people that's responding, right? And I'll continue to let people answer. So I'm going to ask this question. Why? Why? Like, I really want to know. And then I'll give my take on why. But why do we hold on to things and people that no longer serve us? For me, it was sometimes you feel like you need certain things for your life to just be balanced. Sometimes you feel like, whether it's a friend or a family member, whether you have to cut ties to a job, what if you need to relocate? What if it's something that's just not good for you? You know what I'm saying? What's up, gang? Sentimental reason. Okay, so the things I can relate to the things, right? Sometimes we hold on to things, maybe we've lost loved ones, they've passed on, and we might want to hold on to a little token of them, right? Oh, little honey, that's fear of loneliness. Yeah. But you know what? Because like back to the things, then I get into the people. So the things, like for me, like I lost my dad and I got things, things that were his, things that I bought him, I got his favorite suit, right? I got a collage that I made with pictures of him in my office. That's like literally right in sight as I look across my office. I keep a picture of him right here in arm's reach by my desk because, sometimes it just keeps you going. Sometimes it's coming up to the holidays, right? So we already know our emotions going to be all over the place if we've lost loved ones, whether it was last week, last year, or many years down the line. Could have been our childhood. You're going to always think about those people during the holidays, their birthdays, Mother's Day, Father's Day. Like, it's just moments like that where it puts you in your emotions, right? So in order for me not to ride that emotional roller coaster again, I need to keep something. And I'm reminded of him anyway, right? He's in my heart. But sometimes I want to see him. Sometimes I want to see his face. And if all I got is a picture or his favorite suit, that's enough for me. That has to be enough for me because I can't get nothing else. That's all I got. Right? And when it comes to people, Lil Honey said it, fear of aloneness. Yes, you know what? That's that number. My dad been gone 7 years and I caught myself dialing his cell phone number just to listen to his voicemail. When it was fresh when it was fresh, like the first 6 months, I would at least once a week call that number, knowing he wasn't gonna answer, right? But just to hear his voice. That's what you do. I agree. You know what? Wow, James, that was my father's name. Respect to you, my brother. That was my father's name. Yeah. So it's definitely because we love and care. And it's always there. But like I said, sometimes we can't physically reach out, hug them. But sometimes we need something that reminds us of them. That's like in the now. And when it comes to, people, fear of being alone, right? And sometimes I think it's more so we expect more out of people than what they willing or are capable of giving, right? Sometimes we have this conception, this notion in our mind of how stuff should be, right? So we project that onto the people in our life, or we see something in them that they may not see in themselves, and we just waiting idly by till that comes to pass, right? But we got to start seeing this day. I want us to promise ourselves that we're going to start seeing people for who and how they are. Not how we want them to be. Not the potential that they may have. Hey, Shelly. Yes, especially in romantic situations. Yes, we have to see people for who and how they are. Because you know what? I always say, ignoring the signs is a sure way to end up at the wrong destination when you ignore the signs, right? You ever been driving anywhere and you see a sign that say, this road is closed, or a detour, you supposed to turn around, and you keep going, you're going to have an accident, right? Or you're going to end up in somewhere where you ain't supposed to be. Life is just like that. Like, we get signs. We see, or as they call them, the red flags, we see them. Let's be real, y'all. I'm talking to my ladies and my men in here. Let's be real. We've dealt with some people that we know we shouldn't have dealt with, right? We tried to make permanent some situations we knew should have just been temporary. And we ran into all kind of problems. You know why? We was trying to force it. We was trying to make more out of it than what it was meant to be. First of all, matter of fact, we grown in here. So can I keep it grown? I just want y'all permission before I keep it grown. Can I keep it grown? I want y'all permission before I keep it grown. I don't want, like I tell people, I'm not in here to offend, to step on no toes. If you don't like cursing, I curse sometimes more often than not. So you might want to exit stage left. This may not be the platform for you. But since I feel like I'm dealing with grown folk, I'm going to keep it grown. We had relationships with some folks we should have just fucked and kept it moving. Hello. Some folks should have been a one-night stand and we tried to have a whole relationship. Hello? Somebody. That's what it is. Some stuff we tried to make permanent and it was supposed to have been temporary. Some people should have just been in passing. Right? But no, we didn't. We want or guess what? Yeah, we seen the signs. Yes, not even that. Exactly. We seen the sign. But what I'm saying is, if that's all we wanted, then we should have just left it there. If that's all we wanted, we should have just left it there. We see people, us ladies, we may see somebody like, damn, he fine, he could get it. Or the guys may see a chick like, damn, she bad as hell. I like to tap. Let's keep it real. We grown, right? We done seen folk and we done thought like that and we done felt like that. And when we acted on it, we should have just did that act, right? We was acting on it. We should have just did that act and kept it moving. We should just had our little fun and kept it trucking. But no, we want to have a whole situation out of it. We want to have a whole relationship. And we end up in a situationship because what we want ain't what they want. Especially if you talked about it beforehand and y'all already said what it was. Then somebody done call feelings along the way. And then your feelings get hurt because you're going against what you already know. Hello. Your feelings gonna always get hurt. Your marriage recently left. Yeah, it happens. And here's the thing. We have to understand that everybody that desires us don't deserve us. Let's say that again. And vice versa. Everybody that desires us don't deserve us, and everybody that we desire, we don't need to have. As humans, we don't know how not to attack. Yeah. Oh, little honey. Look, I got a snap. I'm giving my poetry snaps. Then my poetry snaps, sis. especially women. And I'm not saying that men don't get attached, but see, as women, we work off emotion. We already, by nature, we are nurturers. We want to make sure everybody around us is good. You know what I'm saying? We making sure everybody around us is straight. Oftentimes, neglecting ourselves. We don't even think about ourselves. If you make a list of everything that you take care of and all the people you're responsible for, I guarantee you, if you on the list, you all the way at the bottom. If you on there, you all the way at the bottom. If you see somebody like adding your name, that just mean they following you, in case y'all wondering. So yeah, do that. Y'all follow with each other, connect. Everybody trying to grow their page and build an audience. So, do that. That's perfectly fine, So yeah. Yes. We know. Women, we get attached. And then guess what? We get attached. Like I said, we always see the signs, but you know what it is about women? We feel like we can change people. We feel like they going to see something in us that makes them want to do and be better. That's how we feel as women. Not saying that we got no magic wand that we going to wave and it's going to make all the problems go away. No, but we feel like the people that we come across, especially in a relationship, this man or this woman, they going to see something in us that's going to make them want to do and be better. They going to see something in us that's going to make them want to step their game up. I can change them. If I keep treating them right, if I keep looking out for them, if I keep having their back, if I keep being supportive, if I keep encouraging them, sooner or later, they going to come around. No, sis. No, bro. No, they not going to come around. Because here's the thing in relationships that we have to start learning and realizing. And this will save a whole lot of heartbreak. We have to learn to accept people for where they are right now. For who and how they are right now. Meaning, when you meet them in that moment, if they never change, meaning they never get any better, they never get any worse, they stay exactly as they are in that moment, you are willing to accept that. Willing to deal that is okay with you. Sorry, y'all might notice a pause. I had somebody trying to join. And I say again, like I say all the time, if you are not in here conversing with us, if I've never seen you holding a conversation in my live, I'm just not going to allow you to come into our space because you are not going to come in here and throw our vibe off. That's not what we're doing. So I just had to delete. I don't know who that person was. Don't even know if they on my friends list, but you're not coming in here throwing our vibe off. We got stuff that we doing. We attach it to worthiness, which really means mess us up bad. Yeah, you know what, sis? Let me tell you something, little honey. And me and my husband talk about this. And I broke it down to him because people always say women are scorned and we bitter and we angry, the angry black woman or whatever, right? We get all of those thrown at us. But nobody talks about why. Me and my husband, and I broke it down to my husband last week, I think, because we talk about all kind of stuff like this. And I said, babe, here's the thing. I said, people always say, the angry black woman, the this, the that, right? But let me paint y'all a picture. Say I was in a relationship, right? And I was just done wrong. Like I had this person back. I helped look out for them. I held them down when they didn't have nothing. I helped get them to their fullest potential. I helped them see the greatness in them. I did everything, everything that you would want, right? Say this was me. I'm using myself as an example, right? And then they dog me, right? They dog me out real bad. Okay, cool. Life go on. They move on. I move on. At some point, I pick the pieces of myself together. I put all that hurt. I pick up those broken pieces, and I try to make a picture, even though the cracks are still there. But I try to mend this picture of myself back together as strong as I can. Right now, say down the line, I meet somebody else. I'm vibing with him. I tell him about my past hurt. Right? Hey, Byron, I tell him about my past hurt. Right? I tell him what went wrong, how I was hurting. As me and him progress, I start to let my guard down a little bit, right? I start to let my wall down. I let him in completely, especially if I got kids. I'm already be on guard because I want to be mindful of who I bring around my kids, right? So I let my guard down. I let him in. Everything is cool. But then he turn around, he start to lie or be deceitful. Or he turn around and he start to be sneaky. Or he turn around and he start to cheat. Do you know all that does is not only does it take me as a woman back to the place I worked so hard to get from, it sets me back even further, because not only did you hurt me the way that person did, you did me worse. So everything I had to work through to let my guard down to be with you, now you done set me back even further. So then I'm not supposed to be angry? Then I'm not supposed to be upset? I'm still supposed to walk around and smile every time somebody greets me? Well, guess what? It ain't even personal. What if I just don't fucking feel like smiling? What if I've had a bad day? What if I just lost a family member? What if I just lost my job? What if one of my kids sick? What if life just kicking my ass? I might not want to wear a smile, and that's okay. Why is so much pressure put on women when it comes to how we should conduct ourselves? We can't be angry. We can't be too aggressive. We need to wear a smile, right? Why? Come on. Exactly. People push you. You push the person in the corner so far, then they come out swinging, and you surprised? How? How you surprised? It's because, let me tell you something. Everybody has been damaged. I say that, and I say that to be real. Everybody on this live, everybody that's going to see this live, we have all been damaged in some way, whether it was our childhood, whether it was a friend, whether it was a family. Our trust has been betrayed. We have been lied to. We have been lied on. We've been talked about. We've been hurt, in a relationship in one way or another. That's just what it is. And people have to deal with that the best way they know how, right? And I tell people all the time, if it's something really deep in you, deal with it, because the people that you love, they deserve the best of you, not the broken you, right? And oftentimes, especially anybody that's been hurt, that has unresolved hurt, that spills over in other parts of our life. Hey, Dory, that spills over in other parts of our life. We at work, we got an attitude. They better not ask me to do no more than what I'm doing. I get paid to do XYZ. That's all the fuck I'm doing. I'm not doing nothing else today. I don't got time for it, right? Or you pissed off at work. You get home. You mad at the kids. You mad at your husband or your wife. You don't want to be bothered. You ain't asking nobody how their day was. You ain't asking the kids if they had homework. You ain't checking no homework. You ain't sitting at the dinner table breaking bread. You come in the house. You eat. You take a bath and you go to bed. Because you mad at the world, right? I'm doing good, Dory. How are you, dear? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you don't deal with, when you have unresolved hurt, unresolved anger, unresolved animosity, if you don't deal with it or learn how to let it go, it spills over into every other area of your life. It spills over. And what I mean by let go, I'm not saying get over what people did to you. No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, you either going to have a conversation with this person and let them know, hey, when you did such and such, I felt this type of way. When you did this, I didn't appreciate this, right? You either going to address it and leave it there, or guess what? This is the hardest one. Or you're going to accept the apology that you would never get. Let that sink in. Sometimes the closure you need is just moving on and accepting that you would never get an apology. Because guess what? It's some people out here who don't give a damn. They don't care that they hurt you. They don't care that they lied on you. They don't care that they talked about you. They don't care that they messed up your home, that they caused you to lose your job, that they used and manipulated you. They don't care. Everybody does not care. They do not care. So you going to keep losing sleep over somebody who don't care? You going to keep losing sleep and getting your hopes built up, holding on to, well, one day they might say they sorry. No. If they ain't said it yet, they ain't going to say it. And if I got to tell you to tell me that you sorry, I don't want your apology. You can keep it because it ain't sincere no way. Keep it over there. Baby, let me tell you something. Little honey, let me tell you something. I think it's a point in everybody's life where for me, when I said we all wake up different, right? It's one day in everybody's life where you wake up and you just look at the world different. You value things differently. Your mindset is just different. And for me, I want to say between 30 and 33. And I just woke up one day and I just sat back, and it takes self-reflection. I took a long, hard look at myself in the mirror. And I didn't like what I saw. What I mean, I didn't like the fact that I held so much in that I should have spoke on. I didn't like the fact that I let so much slide that I should have addressed. I didn't like the fact that I allowed people to pull me into their misery and into their drama. You know, you get them phone calls, girl, let me tell you about such and such. And instead of you nipping it in the bud, you listen to it. I ain't like that about myself. I ain't like that. I didn't like that when I went certain places, I surrounded myself, or I was surrounded by people that gossip, that I didn't like that, right? So I made a conscious decision to nip that in the bud, to cut it out. I changed the way I moved. I changed the way I handled things. I changed the way I address situations. And baby, when I tell you, do I address them? I don't let nothing slide now. I don't speak on every little thing, because everything don't need a reaction or a response. But the stuff that matters to me, I address it. And either you can accept what I'm saying, or we can agree to disagree respectfully, and we can go our separate ways. That's it. That's it. Because I think like this. We as adults, you don't have to tell a grown person what they did that's wrong. They already know before they do it. They already know. See what I'm saying? Negativity, boo. But guess what? Oh, I'm a Virgo. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And guess what? It's like, these may be people that you have connections with, you may have history with, you used to vibe good with them. Because let's be real, over time, people change. Just like we change and grow, people change. And not all change is for the better, right? People don't always change for the better. And some people don't always grow. I bet you could think of people right now in 2021 that's in the same position they was in 2015. Their mindset is the same. They still messy. They still lonely. They still miserable. I guarantee you, when I said that, at least one person came to your mind. So we all know people like that, right? But what that does, and what I realized it was doing to me, it was sucking the life out of me. See, it's two type of connections. It's connections that help you grow, and it's connections that drain you. These connections were draining to me. They were sucking the life out of me. You talking about, yes, regression, yes. Like, I'm talking about, you could be having a good day. Let me give you another example. Y'all having a good day, right? Okay, say y'all on this live with me. We having a good conversation, right? You get a text or your phone ring, and it's some BS. Next thing you know, that good feeling you just had is gone out the window. That smile you had on your face, now you sitting there like, why did I even answer the phone? Why did I even respond to this text, right? Because you didn't just allow them to steal your joy. And when it comes to a point where you rather see you get happier when a person leave than when they coming, baby, those are people who you might need to reevaluate their role in your life. You feel me? You might need to reevaluate the position that they have in your life. Keeping up with people that hurt. Man, girl, look, sis, don't you make me throw nothing. You know I hate when people do that. Because here's the thing. To me, that's toxic and it's messy. Because if I don't rock with you, little honey, if I don't rock with you, I don't need access to you. Because on some real stuff, if I don't rock with you, I don't care what you got going on in your life. I don't care what's going on at your job. I don't care what's going on in your house. I don't care what's going on in your relationship. I don't care how your mama and them doing. I don't care how your sister and them doing. If I don't rock with you, what your life is your life. It does not concern me. So when people sitting back and they stalking other people social media pages, or you sending messages from blocked numbers, or you blocking out your number and you calling, playing on the phone, baby, that spells misery. That spells misery. And it spells childish, like to those people, grow the F up, like we still in elementary school, or where they do that at. But as I always say, everybody grown till it's time to be grown and have a conversation. Everybody grown till it's time to stand on what you say you believe in. Everybody grown till it's time to speak up for themselves. Self-inflicted pain. Let's talk about that for a minute. Because I'm big on accountability. Let me tell you something. If I'm with somebody that cheated on me numerous times and I continue to take them back, I deserve to be cheated on. You know why? Because you can only expect what you accept. Thanks for the gifts, you guys. Thanks for the likes and the love. I appreciate it. Come on in. Welcome, everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can only expect what you accept. So if I allow you to treat me any kind of way, then you're going to treat me any kind of way. If I allow my children to be disrespectful, they're going to be disrespectful. If I allow my job to not value me and I don't speak up for myself, they're not going to value me. If I sit back and I just accept whatever anybody throws my way, then guess what? Lay me on the floor and call me a doormat because I'm about to get walked on. That's it. That's it. Because I'm a firm believer that we set the tone. You determine how people treat you. You determine it. Because if they come at you wrong the first time and you address it, it won't happen the second time. But you know what we do, especially ladies? We give chances to people who don't deserve them. Because we feel like, well, you know, they probably was, we make excuses. This is what I hate about us women. We make excuses for people all the time. Why we make excuses for people when they hurt us? Make that make sense. Why? Somebody did us wrong. We want to make an excuse. Well, maybe they had a bad day. Maybe they just going through something. We ain't going through something. We don't have bad days. That does not give you a pass to treat people like crap. Just because your life may not be where you want it to be. Just because it does not look how you want it to look. Just because you may be failing in some areas. It does not give you the right to crap on other people. So why are we quick to show other people more forgiveness than we show ourselves? Shelly, that's me. Shelly, you a Virgo. You a Virgo. Because I definitely have to address stuff or it eats me up. It eats me up. So you got to be a Virgo. Oh, Kristen, there you go. That's a good one. Because guess what? Oh, yeah, you a Virgo. Okay, me too. Kristen, you said something. You said something. We make excuses so we don't have to address it, unfortunately, because guess what? Look at it like this. Say, I know the person I'm with cheating, right? But y'all don't know. I know he cheating, but y'all don't know, right? So the moment, September 13th for me, Shelly, the moment that y'all see him out somewhere with the person he cheating with, and y'all bring it to my attention, now I got to act surprised, right? And now I'm even more so hurt because the thing I was battling in silence, now everybody know. And now I can't act like I got no big happy situation because now Shelly know, now Kristen know, now Dory know, now everybody know. So this ain't my secret that I'm just battling in silence, and when we outside, I'm smiling. We got it all together. We the perfect. We goals, as people like to say. Relationship goals. We goals, right? But I'm already knowing what he doing. But I don't got to deal with it. The moment you bring it to me, now I'm mad at you. Not because I think you lying. I'm mad at you because I know you telling the truth. But now you putting me in a position where I got to deal with it. At first, I was dealing with it in my own way, which was ignoring it. I'm accepting it for what it was. But when you bring it to me and the person that got so blatant with the disrespect, man, now I got to address it. Now I got to address it. That's real. That's real. But guess what? I'm here to tell you. Guess what? Every ending is not bad. I look at an ending as an opportunity for a new beginning. Everybody ain't meant to be in your life. Everybody can't go where you're going. Some people have to be removed because guess what? They stunting your growth. Some people got to get up out of there because they keeping you limited. They keeping you limited. They keeping you off focus. So they got to go. And you know how you know when they got to go? Because your life get real uncomfortable. It gets so uncomfortable to where you ain't got no choice but to make some changes. That's how you know. That's how you know. But we got to stop holding on to people. If a person don't want to be with you, let them go because guess what? They standing in the way of somebody else who wants to be with you. You holding on to them, your hands ain't free to grab hold to the person that's really out there for you. That will be all in, all about you, all for you. It could be everything you looking for. Oh, baby. Come on, Chica. That's a word right there. Love when the trash take itself out. Ain't that easy? so carefree. Just remove yourself. And I say this to those people who think that they can play with folk. You play with love long enough till love plays with you. Let that sink in. You can play with love long enough till eventually love plays with you. So you can be out here thinking you can treat folk any kind of way and you can hurt folks' feelings and ain't nothing gonna happen. Oh, baby, karma ain't got no expiration date, and she coming. She coming when she feel like it. Unannounced, unsuspecting, and she gonna give you exactly what you deserve. None of us are above karma. None of us. And speaking about karma, I'm gonna ask y'all this, because we typically say karma is you get back what you get out, right? Hard and fast. Yes, Kristen, you get back what you get out. But somebody questioned me to look at karma like this. It's still you get back what you give out, but in a sense of, instead of us getting back what we give to other people, what if karma is us getting back what we allow to be done to us? Like, what if karma is, if I allow myself to be disrespected, the universe gives me more disrespect because it thinks I like it because I keep accepting it. If I allow people in my circle that take advantage of me, then the universe gives me more people that's going to take advantage of me because I'm keeping these folk around. Right? Yes, you move on in peace. Yes. Right? Because we can look at karma in a lot of ways. What if it's giving us more of what we put out, that, what more of the illusion that we put out? What if it's not giving us more of our actions, but more of what we receive in versus more of what we put out? I thought that was interesting. I like when people give me a different perspective, or they question, give me a way to question some things and look at things a certain way. I love stuff like that. But we definitely, yes, detachment. But guess what? Detachment is real. People don't believe it, but it's real. There you go. It's like, that's a word, right? It's like Christian said, it's like paying for peace. He tests you and give you so many things. But guess what? You know what? This what we do though, Christian. This is what we mess up, you guys. We pray for peace, and in our mind, stuff just gonna be peaceful. We don't realize that when we pray for peace, it's some stuff that's gonna come, that's gonna shake us up, that's gonna make us have peace. Or we either gonna snap off, or we gonna be peaceful in the situation. See, we thinking when we pray for peace, stuff just gonna be peaceful. No, it's some stuff that's gonna come, that's gonna shake your foundation, that's gonna test where you at as far as peace. That's what happens. Like when we pray, let me tell you something. I prayed a prayer one time. I don't know who Miss Johnson is, and so you lying, but I'm going to get you up out of here. This what I mean when I say, y'all, we can't have grown folk conversation that people need to have, because we got idiots that come in here like that. But I got them up out of here. But what I'm saying is, see, they made me lose my train of thought. Okay, the whole karma piece. Because look at it like that. That's a whole word. Yes, healing is oftentimes when you leaving. Like, sometimes I prayed a prayer once. I want to say it was like, maybe 3-4 years ago. And I was like, man, look, whoever ain't for me, just remove them. Like I don't even want nobody around me that's pretending. I don't want nobody around me with no fake love. I don't want nobody around me whose intentions are not pure. Just do the work in me, within me, and around me. Let they true colors show. And I'm okay with that, baby. When I tell y'all, some hurt and some healing had to come from that prayer. Had to come from that word and me asking for that. When I say remove, when I say true colors expose, when I say rid the fake, woo whoop the wop, you be surprised who disappeared. Come on, Kristen. Think I wasn't when I was? I'm like, wait, but what? Then you turn around and you left. You could turn in a small circle and you left with those that mean you some good. But guess what? I'll take it. I will not apologize for it. I'll take it. And guess what? You know how we maintain our peace, since we talking about peace and growth and healing? Guess what? When you move on from something, leave it where it's at. Leave it where it's at. Leave it where it's at. I don't care if you got to block phone numbers. I don't care if you got to block folk on social media. I don't care if you have to change your phone number. Look, I don't care. When you move past something and you put it down, leave it there. Don't go back and pick it up. Do not go back and pick it up. Here's the thing. Do you think we work? Because I hate when people say, oh, you changed. Yeah, because guess what? Who works so hard in life to stay the same? Who? Who put forth all that effort and does all that work to stay the same? Your mentality ain't supposed to be the same. You ain't supposed to be the same. You supposed to grow. So if my growth has meant leaving some people behind, you think when they invite me to something I'm going? No. No. It took my older sister to tell me, and it's funny, I reminded her of this a couple of days ago. This conversation stuck with me, and I know it was, I know at least 7 years ago when our father died. I know at least, right? It took my older sister telling me, sis, you ain't gotta make yourself uncomfortable just to make other people happy. As simple as those words are, y'all, do y'all know, as simple as those words are, I don't know. I'm blocking that person because I don't have time for foolishness. Yes, he moves people out of our lives, but yes, like you can't look. You can't. Like when you trying to grow, you gotta move different. Because guess what? Old keys don't open new doors. That old key gonna put you right back in them same environment that you just worked so hard to get from. That's all it's gonna do. So don't accept them calls, block them numbers, block that social media. When people call you and say, girl, yeah, I seen Tyrone, he asked about you. F you and Tyrone. I don't want to hear nothing about what he got going on. And if that's all you call me for, don't call me no more. You feel me? Throw them keys away. Prime example. And I hate when people act clueless when you say little stuff like that. Okay, you ever move and still had your old keys? Did them old keys open the door to your new house or your new apartment? If you get a new car, do them old keys open the door to that new vehicle? If you got a new job and you had a key to the office, do that old key open this new office? Not at all. So that's how our mindset has to be. Quit trying to make stuff be what you want it to be and let it be what it is. That's your word for the day. Let it be. Let it be. Don't force nothing. We ain't forcing nobody to be around us. We ain't forcing nobody to love us. We not forcing nobody to support us. Hell, we ain't even forcing folk to like us. You ain't got to deal with me. You ain't got to talk to me. You ain't got to be around me. You ain't got to reach out to me. You hear me? But do me one better and remove everything that remind you of me out your life. If you see me on social media and you don't deal with me for real, block me so I don't even show up in your news feed. Come on. And look, and Chica, and if you dragging that door around, we got a bigger problem because you really going through some detachment issues. That means you toxic and you want to stay where you at. Hello? If you dragging that door around, you want to be where you was. And that's another thing we got to stop doing. We can't say we want to grow if we keep reaching back, grabbing hold to the stuff that don't serve us. You can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Ain't no in between. You either here or you there. Oh, sis, you got to stand in your truth to start the process. Oh, yeah, and guess what? And that truth starts with hurt. It ain't nothing that we had to leave behind. No one that we had to leave behind that didn't start with some hurt first. It's going to always start with some hurt. And once we allow ourselves to ride that emotional roller coaster, shed them tears, feel what we going to feel, accept it for what it is, acknowledge our part in the demise, because everybody got a part in when stuff fall apart. Whether we had a little part, everybody got a part. Because guess what? You know what sometimes our part was? Sometimes our part was staying with somebody longer than we should have. Sometimes that was our part. Sometimes our part was sending a message that how they treated us was okay, even though we know it wasn't. And you know how we send that message? Because we didn't address it. We didn't correct it. We smiled and we went with the flow like everything was okay. Right? Because guess what? We didn't want folk in our business. We didn't want... People already was rooting for you to fail. So God forbid we give them what they want. We hold on to our mindset sometimes be so warped. We'll stay in some jacked up situation just to prove somebody ain't right with them predicting we gonna fail. Baby, you can be right all you want. I don't care. If it ain't for me, it ain't for me. If it ain't working, it ain't working. If it ain't right, it's wrong. Period. Come on, savage love. All the time, we got to be alone to get ourselves together. Because let me tell you something. Another thing we do wrong. When we trying to get ourselves together or we trying to move on, we be too quick to jump into something else. We ain't even healed from the last situation. Now we jumped into something else because people have that mindset, whereas the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. I call bullshit. Don't think that. And if you think that today, don't think that. And if you say that today, stop saying that. The best way to get over somebody is to get yourself together so you can examine what went wrong, realize what you want to do different, realize what in you needs to be changed that allowed you to accept the less than treatment, that allowed you to feel like you was not deserving of love, that allowed you to feel like you was not deserving of respect, that allowed you to feel like you couldn't do no better. Yeah, we had to sit still. Yes, be still. Be still. Because guess what? The truth, I'm going to give y'all some truth. Because like I said, we grown and we speak in fact. The truth is, when you jump out of one situation and right into another, you believe all them notions that they put in your head. You believe don't nobody else want you. You believe you got to have somebody to feel whole. You ain't got to have nobody. The person you need to feel whole is yourself. You feel me? Get that belief back in yourself, that esteem back in yourself, that confidence in yourself. Baby, don't never walk around here with your head down because somebody done told you you can't do no better. Or because somebody done told you don't nobody want you. Or it's because somebody done told you ain't nobody for you. It's somebody for everybody. They just wasn't a person. That's it. That's it. You don't ever put the key to your happiness in somebody else's pocket. Because when they walk off, they'll leave you miserable. Don't ever put the key to your happiness in somebody else's pocket. That's it. That's it. Your focus ain't no harm in putting yourself first. Matter of fact, it's necessary. Because if you don't put yourself first, you showing other folks that you don't matter. When your feelings are irrelevant, you think other people gonna consider your feelings? If you don't love yourself, somebody else supposed to love you? If you're not confident in yourself, somebody else supposed to put their confidence in you? If you don't respect yourself, somebody else supposed to respect you? If you ain't happy with yourself, can you really expect somebody else to be happy with you? So when I say it all starts with us, it all starts with us. It all starts with us. Yes. Everything that we need has been put in us to be how we want to be. Everything. It's put in us. Like they say, faith without works is dead. You can believe as much as you want to believe. You can read as much as you want to read. You can listen to as much as you want to listen to. But until you act on that faith that you say you got, it's like a car outside full of gas that ain't nobody driving. It's just going to sit there. You got to have faith. You got to. You got to believe that greater is coming. You got to believe that it's more to life than what you're going through right now. You have to. Sorry, y'all. When you see me lean forward, I'm still here. I'm just getting these weirdos out of here. Somebody said they love lesbians and heroin. That's your choice. Like, free will. That's what you like, you like. Like, what you think I'm going to say? Like, come on. That's why I say it just be random folk. It be random folk. They just come in here out of nowhere. And it's crazy. I see why some people make their pages private, but that defeat my purpose if my page is private. I can't do what it is I'm doing now. I'm also setting up. I've had a couple people ask me, do I speak to people? Do I, do one-on-ones? A lot of people have reached out to me. So I'm setting up a Patreon. And I think with that, it's like a $5 a month charge. But I think it allows me to deal with people one-on-one. I think it allows you to go back and watch my replays. I think I can upload some podcast audio. So Yeah, they can't even spell. Thank you, Kristen. So I think I'm gonna, set that up. I'm actually in the process of setting it up. I just haven't completed it, my profile. So I'm gonna have that where people, because sometimes, guess what? Like I say, sometimes people need somebody to talk to. Thank you, Shelly. I try to be, if I come across a topic that I see or something that I want to address, or if y'all got stuff y'all want to throw out there, this is our platform. I tell everybody, this is a safe space for us, grown folk conversation. Whatever we want to talk about, we gonna talk about. If you got questions, I'm gonna give you the best answer I can give you. If you need some advice, I'm gonna give you the best advice I can give you. I can't live your life for you. I can only tell you something. Is up to you to act on it. Just with anything. You can go, I can pay thousands of dollars to go to a therapist or a counselor. And if I don't put into action the work and the tools they give me, it's still a loss. You feel me? So we have to be willing to go after the life we say we want, right? If we want a life that's peaceful, we got to be ready and willing to cut out everything and everybody that create chaos in our life. I can't say I want a life that's peaceful if I'm spreading litter everywhere. How am I have a clean life if I'm littering trash everywhere? How can I have a peaceful life if I'm entertaining negativity? If I'm involved in gossip? How? That don't go together. It don't work like that. So we have to put ourselves in a position to get the things that we say we want. It's just like wanting a new job. If I don't go apply, how am I going to get it? It's not going to knock on the door saying, is Katrina here? Yes. New job. No. If you want a partner, you have to put yourself in position to be ready for a partner. Because here's the thing. Don't be sitting up asking for stuff you ain't ready for. Don't be asking for Mr. Right if you Mrs. Wrong. There you go. Clean up your life, clean up your heart. Because guess what? The inside matter a whole lot more than the outside. I don't care if you got on $1,000 wig. I don't care if you got your lashes. I don't care if your face is beat to the gods. I don't care if you got on if you wearing $1 million between your clothes and your jewelry, baby. If the inside is jacked up, the outside the outside is still a broken foundation. The inside got to be clean first before you start decorating the outside. And that's just real. That's just real. You got to be in line to get the things that you say you want. And if you ain't in line right now, that's okay. Work toward it. You ain't got to be no finished product, but guess what? Be taking steps in the right direction. Be taking steps in the right direction. Because a whole lot of people want what they're not willing to deserve. A whole lot of people think they can get luxury at no expense. And that's just not the way of the world. If I'm not right with myself, and if I'm not honest and true with myself, how can I possibly get on here and be honest and truthful to even y'all or anybody in my family? I can only give you what I possess. I can only lead you to where I've been. That's it. If I've never been a mother or never raised a child, what can I tell you about parenting? Nothing. I could tell you, but I'm also going to tell you, be fool to listen to me. Yes, we can learn something from everybody, but until you've been a parent, you can't tell nobody nothing about being a parent. Until you've lost a parent, you can't tell nobody how they should feel about losing a parent. Until you've been evicted or had to sleep on somebody's floor or couch, you can't tell nobody what that feel like. If you wasn't no teenage mother, you can't tell a teenager what to expect or prepare them for being a teenage mother. You just cannot. And if you never struggled with drug addiction or alcoholism or a gambling problem, you can't speak to somebody about how to deal with their problem. Keep your mouth closed if you ain't got no insight and if you ain't got no positive words of affirmation. Keep your thoughts and your feelings to yourself. That's it. That's all. Like, didn't I tell y'all all the trolls I get? That was the 6th or 7th troll, and they've all been men. I don't know what it is. But, either way, I'm not entertaining them tonight. I'm getting them up out of here. I ain't even saying nothing. I'm just, boop, block, get them up out of here. Come on, right? Because I've been divorced. I'm on my 2nd marriage. But I can tell you what divorce is like. I'm a mother. I've been a single mother. I was a teen mother, right? I can tell you all that. But guess what? But yeah, it made me laugh too, Kristen. I was a teen mother, but guess what? I can't tell you what it is to battle addiction. I can tell you what it is to have family member that struggle with addiction, right? Thank you, Chick. I think so. Yeah, they in the back. Yeah, you right. You right. You know, I can tell you what that's like. I can tell you what that feel like. You know, to feel like you the black sheep, or to feel like, you know, you've been more of a friend than some folks have been friend to you, or you've been more of a family than some folks have been family to you, or you've been the one on the giving end and not so much on the receiving end. I can tell you about some of that, you know. But I tell everybody, even if you don't get but one real friend in life, that's a blessing. And if I don't get no more, I got one that's been that same person over 25 years, and she gonna be there. Period. And I'm gonna be there for her. It's just, it is what it is. If I don't never get no more, I'm okay with that. See, because we got to learn how to be secure in our own skin. I don't care if you overweight, underweight, or average weight. I don't care if you short, tall, whatever. You get what I'm saying? I don't care if you loud or soft-spoken. I don't care if you bald, locks, natural, perm, nappy, whatever. I don't care. To me, we're all the same. We're all the same. We're all deserving of love. We're all deserving of respect. We're all deserving of good things in life. What you struggle with, little honey? What's something you struggle with, babe? And Kristen, that's a blessing, because guess what? Some folks ain't got nobody. Some people ain't got nobody, honey. So even the people that we got, even like I said, even if we ain't got but one person, that's more than a whole lot of people got. What you struggle with, little honey? Maybe we can help you. What you struggle with, boo? Feeling not pretty enough? Baby, let me tell you something. I done looked at your profile picture and you cute to me. But even if you doubt yourself, let me tell you something, baby. Nobody can be you more than you. So you know what that means? Own it. Because guess what? We all different. We're all unique. Everybody got something that somebody else ain't got. You feel me? Kristen, saying to you, anybody on here that struggle with not being enough, not feeling worthy enough, not feeling good enough, not feeling pretty enough, not feeling like you got nothing to offer, not feeling like you deserving of nothing, baby, you better stand on the fact that you are you, and can't nobody do you better than you can do you. Look at me. I just told y'all I was a teenage mother. I was a nerd in high school. I wore glasses. I weighed 85 pounds. You feel me? Through high school. And here I am today, still with a chipped tooth, right there in the front, still with a chipped tooth, still wear glasses, right? I might not weigh 85, I weigh like 119, but still, to the average person, I'm underweight, I'm skinny, I'm slim, whatever, baby. When I walk, I walk. I walk it how I talk it. I'm very confident because I refuse to allow somebody else to beat me down or make me feel less than, because that's how they feel about themselves. When you got people that's coming at you, trying to make you feel unworthy, trying to make you feel like you don't deserve, that's because that's how they feel about them. So they projecting their inner issues onto you. That's what that is. Don't buy into that. You ain't subscribing to nobody else's issues. You're not subscribing to nobody else's ideas about you. You're not subscribing to nobody else's opinions. Let them have that. Because why would you pay for something that you get for free? You got your own opinion. You got your own ideas. You got your own thoughts. So why you going to subscribe to somebody else's? Thank you. Hello, somebody. I said what I said, and I said it, and I meant it. We ain't subscribing to that. No. Because guess what? If you don't feel like you enough, you're going to run into people that's going to treat you like that. Because people feed off our insecurities. They can sense it. It's almost like a shark in the water, and they can sense the blood, right? People can sense it. Yeah, it's a struggle. Y'all got this. Not my monkeys, not my, come on. Okay? Yes. Like y'all got this. We not letting nobody make us feel inferior. For what? Because here's the thing. What do the next person got that you ain't got? It's what's inside that. Yes, the outside is a shell. What do the next person have that you don't get? Because anybody can get up and go to work. Anybody can pay a bill, right? Anybody can get somewhere to stay. Anybody can get a vehicle to drive, right? What do the next person got that you ain't got? I don't care if you got more money. Guess what? You know how many celebrities was rich and committed suicide? So obviously, money don't make you. Obviously, money don't control your happiness. It can buy you material things that bring about a temporary happiness, but that money don't keep you warm at night. Well, I guess if you lay under enough of it, but you get what I'm saying. So, no. Because here's the thing. It's always somebody that look better than us, that dress better than us, that got more money than us, that got a better car than us, that got a better house than us, that got a better job than us. Duh. You know how many people in this world? And even the fact that I know is somebody out here that's better than me in every area. You think that make me feel less than? Baby, bye. My light shines just as bright. Because who gonna stop it? Nobody. Yes. It's always somebody out here with more and with better. Man, what that mean? Because guess what? Your valuables don't make you valuable. Just because you got more don't make you more important. Yes. Boo. Because like I said, ain't nobody in this world like you. Nobody. It's only one you. Hey, Meek. How you doing, boo? Yes, that's no duplicate. Because guess what? Guess what? Even if they try to duplicate, guess what? An original is always worth more than a copy, ain't it? Ain't you going to pay more for an original than you do a copy? The original always worth more than a copy. Remember that. They can copy your recipe, babe, but the sauce ain't going to taste the same. You might sprinkle a little extra something in there. You feel me? Come on, I'm big on that. The title ain't Mommionaire for a reason. I love everybody, but I'm specifically gonna go hard for my sisters. All of them, those that look like me and those that don't. Women in general, I'm gonna always ride for my ladies. Cause guess what? We get too much slack for being how and who we are. We not allowed to be how and who we are. We always gotta fit into a box. Dress this way. You're too loud. Wear your hair this way. Too much makeup. Not enough makeup. You're too big. You're too small. Skirt too long. Skirt too short. Baby, let us live. Can we live? Can we live? Snap, my poetry snap. Can we live? Let us be. Guess what? And if your ex-husband left and remarried the generic version of you, you know what? Because he thought the grass was green on the other side and he didn't realize if he had just cut and watered his own lawn, it would have been just as beautiful. Yes. Come on. Who said? Yes, honey. Be authentic and your people will find you. Because guess what? Let me tell you something. We got some folk around us that we need to get rid of. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. It's real, right? We're going to talk about it. We got some folk around us we need to get rid of. And let me tell you something. Let me give you some red flags they want to say. People that every time you in a good mood, you done got a promotion or you might have got a new credit card, right? You done been approved for this new house or this apartment or you ain't got to pay no down payment on your car. You happy, just anything. You know, the child done graduated, you got a new grandbaby coming, whatever, right? You finna start your business. You happy. I bet you somebody finna come to y'all mind when I say this. You got somebody in your circle that soon as you call, girl, let me tell you what happened. They be like, They real dismissive. Oh, okay. Oh, I see your little job. I see your little car. I see your little boyfriend, your little girlfriend. Why do we got to be small? Why? Why you got to minimize what I got going on? Why you can't be happy for me just because you not where you want to be in life? Right? We got folk around us like that. Get them out. Get them squares out your circle. You ever had some blocks and try putting a square in a circle? Did it go? Did it fit? No. Get them squares out your circle. Come on. Well, congratulations, honey. Oh, Kristen, your little fun. But guess what? That 20 was smelling good when you asked for it. Why it got to stink when you get it back? Why my 20 got to be stinking all of a sudden? It can't still be fresh? And if it was funky, you would have never needed it. Hello, somebody. If it's my little funky 20, you wouldn't have needed it. You would have had it. You would have had it. You would have needed my stank. Give it to me smelling just as good as when I gave it to you. How about that? Without the attitude. You know? No, we're not doing that. We got people around us that, guess what? And if you got people, you ever been down or going through something, say you need a job, right? Say you in the market for a new job, right? Say you ain't got no car. You ever notice how more people will offer to take you clubbing with them than they will to take you on a job interview? Let that sink. I'm going to let y'all sit in that for a minute. They'll take you clubbing, but they won't take you to look for no job. They won't take you to look for no apartment. They won't help you take your kids to school, but they can take you to the club. They'll take you clubbing, but they can't take you to do nothing beneficial that's going to help improve the circumstance of your life. You know why? Because people want you to do good, but never better than them. If you got them type of folk around you, get them squares out your circle. Because here's the thing. You want me to do good, but you don't want me to outdo you. But why? Because you should trust the fact that when I make it, you make it. If you my girl or my guy and I rock with you like so, then when I make it, you think I'm going to leave you behind? No, I'm grabbing back to get my fellow sisters and brothers that's been with me through day one. But a lot of times them day ones fall off before you even make it. They don't even remain solid till you get to the finish line. They give up on you. They lose hope in you. So when you get to the finish line, you surrounded by a whole lot of new faces that you met along the way, and all your A1s is gone. But who fault is that? You think I'm gonna feel bad? Hell no. Because it's in the process that you realize who's deserving of the other side. It's through the process that you realize who deserve to be there and stand in your glory with you. It's through the process that you realize who really with you and who really for you. It's through the process that you learn all that. Because in the beginning, like my father used to say, when people need you, they're going to be your best friend. But let them think you need them. You're going to easily see how those tables turn. I tell people, everything look good. Everything that look good ain't good, and all gold ain't real. You can't take everybody with you, because guess what? First of all, let's be real. Some of the people is dead weight. You need to let them go anyway so you can soar higher, so you can be free. You need to release that tension anyway because it's dead weight. All it's doing is weighing you down. It's just a heavier burden that ain't even yours to carry. Soon as you make, you know what you're going to hear, honey, soon as you make it? That's my girl. That's my girl right there. I always knew she was going to be something. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because if you knew that and if you actually believed the words that you said, you would have still been right here by my side. And I would have been giving you a shout out at the same time. Well, you know what, Kristen? You and your sister got to be strength for each other. And sometimes we have to sit back and ask ourselves, what is it about me that I feel like I need to improve so that I can stop being in this situation? Come on, Shelly. Come on, because it's something about okay, we here, we family, right? Y'all my extended cousins, y'all my TikTok cousins. So we finna talk. Shelly said just like family, right? That's toxic. I'm the first to admit, and I'm guilty of this, y'all. I'm the first to admit, I used to always say, but that's family. But they family. You can't cut them off because that's family. At the end of the day, family all you got. Family is all that matters. Y'all remember the operative word is used to. I used to say that. Let me tell you something. Where I am now, in my 44 years of life, I love them all. But I can love you from over there. You don't got to be right here. If you negative and you draining and you toxic and you dysfunctional, because let's be real, a lot of families, friends, associates have simply learned to function and they dysfunctional. They functioning in the midst of their dysfunction. They ain't trying to resolve nothing. They ain't trying to get better. They not trying to grow. They not trying to improve. They not trying to have no increase. They're simply functioning in dysfunction. And guess what? That's their choice because that's their business. And it's my choice to not involve myself in anything that does not involve me. And that's what I stand on. That's what I stand on. Because guess what? You can try to be that person that bridges the gap, but nobody wants to hear the truth. Because here's the thing. If everybody around you condones what you do, and here I am, eyeball blue, I'm going to say this and I got a blue sweater. Here I am, eyeball blue, come trying to tell you what you doing that's wrong. Now I'm the enemy. Now you mad at me because you, even though you know what you doing is wrong, everybody around you condone it. They don't correct it. So how dare I come up trying to point out some shit that's wrong? You looking at me like, bitch, who the fuck is you? So, like my daddy used to tell me when I was growing up, and I used to be like, Daddy, that is so rude. But my daddy used to tell me, if you don't like how somebody live, he said, if you don't like how somebody run their household, stay your black ass at home. That's what my daddy told me. His exact words. If you don't like how somebody run their household, stay your black ass at home. And guess what? That you can dissect that in a whole lot of ways. If I don't like how you do your household, if I don't like how you are when you go places, if I don't like how you interact with me, if I don't like your dealings and your handlings of other people, I don't got to deal with you. Period. And guess what, y'all? That's something we need to really stick to. We ain't got to let nobody treat us less than we deserve to be treated. We ain't got to quit letting people slide. Because you let them slide, then they think they can ice skate. You let them slide, they around here ice skating. You know what I'm saying? Shoo, they ice skating. Stop letting them slide. Stop. I ain't saying you got to spaz out, but you can simply say, you know what? Bertha, when you did such and such, I was offended. I didn't like that. I don't like your vibe. I don't like your energy. I love you, but I got to distance myself. And guess what? And you don't owe nobody an explanation or no apology for doing what is best for you. You think I'm going to be sitting back explaining myself to folk? Why I ain't coming? Why I ain't around? Why I ain't called? Why they blocked? Why I ain't text? No, because if anybody that know me, you know. When I cut you off, chances are you handed me the scissors. That just means there's been a whole lot of stuff that I've overlooked, that I let slide, that I didn't speak on, that I just accepted. I just went with the flow. I gave the benefit of the doubt, or I'm going to give a second chance. Maybe they was having a bad day. Maybe they don't know no better. BS is BS. No matter how you dress it, it is what it is. Oh yeah, that's me. That's me, Kristen. I don't deal with many people. I don't deal with many people. And that's okay. Like, I used to be like, man, like, you know, but I'm okay with that because I'm not that person that's going to sugarcoat stuff with you. I'm not that person that's going to tell you what you want to hear. If I feel like you finna fall in a hole, am I supposed to just keep letting you walk till you fall in the hole? Or I'm going to say, it's a hole right there. Turn around and go the other way. If you have people around you that don't hold you on your, thank you. And there it is. That's what I'm saying, Meek. You have people around you that uphold you in that BS. I put up a status yesterday or the day before on Facebook that said, many of you can't grow because you got people around you that condone your BS instead of calling you out on it. Yeah. And like I said, we got to quit making excuses for people. Let me tell y'all something. Accept this. Accept the fact that people did what they did because that's what they wanted to do. They said what they said because that's what they wanted to say. And that's how they felt. Whether it's how they feel all the time or it's how they felt in that moment, it was feelings involved. Period, point blank. I ain't out here making excuses for people. Because if you tell me, Katrina, I can't stand you, I'm going to believe you can't stand my ass. If you tell me, oh, you know what, you think woo, 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 that's really what you think of me. And guess what? I respect that. Because you think I'm finna argue with you about your opinion? You entitled to your feelings. And I'm entitled not to give a fuck about your feelings. Hello. Balance. See how that balance go? You entitled to your feelings and I ain't got to give a fuck about them. Balance. It's still all good. Because my thing is this. I just want people who really don't rock with me. Don't pretend. Right? If you really don't rock with me, you ain't got to fake the funk with me. I prefer you not to. If you got a fake smile when you in my presence, don't come around. If you got a fake tell me you love me when I got genuine love for you, don't come around me. Don't utter those words. If you got a fake act like we chilling Or we hanging out, or you got to fake act like you want to hang out because I want to hang out. Boo, tell me thanks, but no thanks. Don't even let me send myself off. If you ain't really vibing with me and rocking with me or got genuine love for me like I got for you, let me know. Cause I can give that to somebody else who deserve it. Cause let me tell y'all something else we do. We be having the wrong folk put up on a pedestal. Y'all know that? We be putting the wrong people on a pedestal. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't say that. No, you lying. No. But guess what? And then you find out the people that you've been overlooking the whole time been the ones that's really been holding you down. Them the ones that's really been speaking on your behalf and that had your back. All the while you over here building Monica and them up when it's really been Brandy. I'm sorry, I had to think about Monica and Brandy singing. You building Monica up when it's really Brandy over here that got your back. But you ain't paying her no attention because this who you put on the pedestal. But this the one out here talking about you. And thank you, because guess what, Kristen? Let me tell you something. You know what I say to this? When people, that somebody said, these are my response to that. Well, Katrina, you know so-and-so said, oh, okay, they told you, right? Which means they ain't want me to know. That's the first response. Girl, you know so-and-so said, well, they felt real comfortable telling you. Why is that? That's my second response. My third one, girl, Katrina, you know I heard. My third response is, a person that bring the bone knew where to get it from. That's it. That ends the conversation real quick. If you bringing me a bone, you knew where it was buried. You knew where to go get it from. Because if you a friend of mine, or you a family, or you got genuine love and respect for me, you wouldn't dare sit in the space of somebody that's talking crap about me. You gonna nip that in the bud. Even if you say, you know what, I don't feel comfortable with this conversation. Even if you say, why y'all talking about her and she ain't here? Speak on my behalf in some way. Get up and remove yourself from the situation. Because by the time it come back to me, it's going to be you said. It ain't going to be they said. It's going to be you said. Thank you. What you do. Because guess what? Let's be real. You fed into that conversation. You ate it up. You ate it up. Thank you, Kia. Yes. Shelly, you want me to say them quotes again, boo? Because you can write them down, sis. I'll give you a minute. I'll be throwing some gems out there on y'all. Y'all better grab them. I'll be throwing some gems out there. You know. But that's real talk. Think about it. If you outside playing with your dog, the only way he know where to get the bone from is if he saw you bury it or if he buried it himself. Right or wrong? Think about it. Think about it. That's it. You can't bring me some unless you know where to get it from. That's just some facts. You can't bring me some unless you know where to get it from. That's why I said we got to stop. Like our mindset, the way we do things, the way we allow people to do us, the way we allow ourselves to be treated, the way we allow people to manipulate us and take advantage. And I get it. We got a good heart. We like seeing people happy. We like looking out for other people. But guess what? That just means you need to be that. I'm not telling you to change how you are. I'm telling you to change. Be more selective on who you are that type of person with. Because everybody don't deserve that version of you. Everybody don't even deserve access to you. Why you give people full access to you? Some people just want to be nosy. They don't really care about you. They just want to have something to go back and talk about. Come on, birds of a feather, right? Yes. You learn that because guess what? If you in the midst of somebody that don't really like me and you vibe with them, guess what? When I'm not around, guess who's going to be the conversation piece? Me. And if you don't nip it in the bud, they going to feel like they can talk crap about me in your presence all the time. And all you going to do as my friend too is come back and tell me. Make that make sense. Your sister is too Yeah. Ooh. If you stay around shit long enough, you definitely start to smell like it. Yes, it rubs off on you. Yes, indeed. Because guess what? Let's be real. I can use us for an example. We can be the most positive people in the world. And me included. I can try to be the most positive person in the world. But if all I'm around is negativity, sooner or later, my mindset shifts that way. I become just like what I'm around. It's no way around it. I don't care how strong you are mentally. If that's all you hear and that's all you see, sooner or later, it takes a toll on you. You start to think in those ways. You start to act and respond in those ways. That's just the reality of life. It's just the reality of life. You know, that's just it. That's just it. Is you can't, and that's why you have to be. Peace is priceless. So, oh, you know what, Christian? Well, guess what? Some things about life is unlearning everything that you learn. Sometimes it ain't even about learning nothing new. Sometimes it's about unlearning the negative stuff that we've learned. Gotta surround yourself with positivity. And guess what? And it's okay. Guess what, Kristen? It's okay to have a conversation with your mom if she's still with you, if she's still around. It's okay to have a conversation with her and tell her how you feel. The first step to healing is dealing. You got to go through. I try so hard not to be like that, but what sticks is the negative about me. You know what? Like I always say, when people speaking negative about you, I don't care who it is, mother, father, grandparents, siblings, when they speaking negative about you, it's that's internal. That's internal. That's internal. And it hurts, especially if it comes from your loved ones. But guess what? It's okay to say, you know what, mama, I don't like when you do this. It's okay to say, you know what, mama, when I was growing up, you made me feel like this. And now my self-esteem is damaged. I'm trying to pick the pieces of myself up and put them back together to be the best version of myself that I can be for me and those I love. It's okay to say that. Now, like I just said earlier, some of us got to accept the fact that we're not going to always get no apology. Folk ain't going to always admit when they wrong. They not going to acknowledge that they did not wrong. They going to dismiss your hurt. Oh, that was a long time ago. Get over it. You might hear that. But guess what? That's okay. But baby, speak your peace. Speak your peace. Yes, we live what we learn. We live what we learn. And it's up to us when we reach a certain age to not make those same mistakes. Because if a person don't like how they was raised, guess what? It's up to them not to raise their kids the same way. If they grew up in a household that was violent or there was abuse involved, it's up to them to break that cycle and not put their kids through that same thing. See what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. People don't always know. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, I bet you your mother was raised the same way. I bet you one or both of her parents made her feel the same way that you felt. Because that's all she knew. People tend to do what they know. You live what you learn. If all I learned is this way, this way gonna stay with me my whole life until I learn a new way. You got to. We got to. We got to break generational curses. We got to. All of that, what happens in this house stays in this house. And I don't want nobody in my business. And kids feeling like they don't have a voice or no opinion, or they can't speak, or they can't ask questions, or they can't have an opinion. No, baby, we got to stop that. We have to be active. We have to be involved. We have to be on the front line of our kids' life. We have to be our number one cheerleader in our own life. My mom told me that she knew when I was born I was special first I ever heard. See what I'm saying? It happens. Because let me tell you something. Generally, even if the circumstance is not ideal, when we become mothers, it's a certain joy that enters our heart that is, nothing compares to that. When we pregnant and we going through, we carrying a baby and we feeling them grow inside of us and we feeling they kicks and the way that they moving, do you know that journey in itself, that's something you can't even imagine. So we already have this love for our child before they even get here. You know what I'm saying? So usually, especially a mother, usually that connection is already formed. So when they come, we spoiling them, we showing them none but love and admiration, and we oohing and ahhing over them. You know what I'm saying? They in all the pictures, and we probably get on their nerve. We changing their outfits 5 times a day. We taking pictures all day. We got photo albums. We sending folk pictures. We got video. It's so much love. So for the point to come where we're dismissive or we're negative or we're instilling hurt on them knowingly or unknowingly, it's something that breaks in us, that surfaces, that spills out. Like I said, when you got unresolved issues childhood trauma that you ain't dealt with, past hurts from relationships, you grieving, whatever it is, if you got anything that's unresolved that you're not dealing with, it spills out, it comes up, and there it is. It's like vomit. It done spilled over everything in your life. And it does affect the people that's closest to you, because hurt people hurt people. And who better to hurt than the person that's in the house with you? Whether it's your child, your partner, whoever. That's who gonna get all our anger. It's always misdirected. It's never to the person that deserves it. But I'm going to tell y'all something I told a lady on my live the other night, Friday night. At this moment in life, I'm going to break it down for everybody on here because I want y'all to really get it. Anybody that has hurt you, anybody that has wronged you, anybody that has lied on you, lied to you, gossiped about you, broke your heart, broke your pride, broke your loyalty, disrespected you. Anything negative that somebody has done to you, give it back to them. And you know what I mean when I say that? Stop carrying that weight. Shift that weight back on who it belongs to. Give that weight back to them. Let them carry it. It ain't for you to carry, because you was not deserving of it. So it's not for you to carry it. You didn't do it to yourself. They did it. So give that back to them. Give it back. Except that you're not going to get no apology. Some people are not sorry. Some people could care less. Some people were with you because you were beneficial. Some people were with you for what they can get out of you. Some people wanted to use you. Some people was with you because they didn't have nowhere to stay. Some people was with you because you had a job. Some people was with you because they preyed on your vulnerability because you had just lost somebody close to you. Hello, somebody. Some people was with you because you feared being lonely. Come on. We real up in here. That's why some folks was with you. But you get that hurt right back to the people that hurt you. What you carrying it for? It ain't your burden to carry. Give it back to them. Give it back to them. Because I be doggone, you make me feel away and I'm supposed to carry that the rest of my life. No, baby, I release it. You can have that back. You carry it. You deal with how you treated me. You deal with how you made me feel. You deal with how you tried to break me. You deal with it. You answer for it. Give it back to them. It ain't your burden to carry. Give it back. And if you start thinking that stuff like that, if you start looking at it like that, I promise you, you're going to feel much better. I promise you, you're going to move different. I promise you, hey, Tamika, I promise you, if you give that hurt back to who it belongs to, give it back to those people who hurt you, baby, carry like, come on. Don't care. Look, it's like this. And start looking at it as though they lost. You may have done me wrong, but you're lost. You may have lied on me and tried to assassinate my character. You're lost. You may have wished bad on me. You're lost. That's it. Well, guess what, Kristen? Let me tell you something. You know the first way you let it go with your ex-husband? Don't talk about it. Because guess what? When we tell ourselves we're not going to think about something, in that moment, we actually thinking about it. He needs to become a memory. You have to sit down and say this. You know what? Although things didn't work out the way I planned, I deserve better. I wish him the best. I wish no ill will toward him. He got his life. I got mine. And focus on building yours. Let him do what he gonna do. Let him be with who he gonna be with. You focus on rebuilding yourself. Oh, guess what? That's okay. That's okay. Guess what? Kids can be involved. Because guess what? He can talk to his kids. He ain't got to talk to you. He ain't got to talk to you. He can talk to his kids. But let me tell you what I don't want you to do. Because this is what sometimes people do. And I don't want you to do this, sis. Do not interfere with his relationship with his kids. Do not. If he call, let him talk. If he come by and you there and and it's respectful, let him see. If you got visits planned, let them visit. Don't ever interfere, because your child will grow up to resent you for keeping them away from their father. Don't interfere. Whatever relationship he gonna have with them, let him have it. He talks to them about you, but guess what? It don't matter what he say. One thing about kids, let me tell you something. One thing about kids. Kids don't stay young forever. They grow up and they get older and they see which parent was the problem. They see which parent was a problem. He can say what he want to say about you. They in the house with you. You take care of them. You think he can say something about you that's going to deter them from you? You think he can say something about you that's going to make them look at you different? How old are your kids, if you don't mind me asking, Kristen? Okay. 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 As long as he doing, okay, he do the right thing. Okay, that's it. And guess what? And that's it. Because guess what? You have to accept the fact that just because he wasn't right for me as a husband, he's a good dad. 10 and 18. Okay, well, guess what? I hope by now you've already talked to the 18-year-old. I mean, you ain't got to give them details, but I hope by now you've sat down and you said, look, the situation with me and your dad, it just didn't work out. You know, sometimes adults grow apart. Sometimes adults don't always get along. We don't always see eye to eye. It has nothing to do with you kids, which means, you know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with the kids, meaning you let the kids know, hey, you're not in the midst of a tug of war. You supposed to love your father just like you love me. You supposed to respect him just like you respect me. You don't have to choose. You're not in the middle. We both love you and want what's best for you. Don't ever feel like you have to take sides. Oh, he saw this. See what I'm saying? The 10-year-old, they see stuff for themselves. Baby, it don't matter. Let me tell you something. It's just like us. Think about it. Kids just like us. It don't matter what picture we try to paint of people. We got people who done us wrong that we should have cut off a long time ago. We still tried to paint the picture a certain way, but guess what? They still show their true colors, right? It's the same way. That's the same logic. Same logic. It don't matter. It don't matter. The truth gonna always show, and it don't need no explanation, and it can't be changed. It's gonna stand on its own. So it don't matter what he say about you, you know. It don't matter. He shouldn't, but guess what? He got to deal with that. That's for him to carry. That ain't for you to carry. You don't even concern yourself with what he's saying about you. You just make sure you don't be as petty as him. You just don't talk about him to the kids. Let them see. Because actions speak louder than words. You can say anything. It'll show. Let them see for themselves. Let whatever relationship they have with their dad be them, between them and him. You know what, baby? Let me tell you something. Don't stay sad, because guess what? You got so much to be happy for. You got your kids. Even though we think our kids don't know what we go through, but they feel it. Just like we feel their pain, they feel ours. How could they not? They a part of you. They came from you. How could they not sense when something wrong? Think about that. Just like you try to protect them and you feel their pain, they feel yours. So sometimes you're going to have to wear a fake smile. And you're going to have to, when you get in the tub or the shower at night, you're going to have to cry your tears. And that's okay. But let it out. Let it out. Because if you holding it all in because you trying to be strong, I get it. We put on fronts. But at some point, like I said, behind closed doors, you could be in your bedroom. You could be in your shower. You could be in the tub. You could be sitting in your car on the way home from work. I don't care. Let them tears out, because you know why you can't? It's so hard to let go, because you still invested. You can't let go of nothing that your feelings are still invested in. So physically, he not there, but mentally and emotionally, he still got a part of you. That's it. Baby, let me tell you something. Don't even hide your tears, because guess what? Ain't tears a part of life? Because kids need to know that it's okay to be in touch with your emotions. They need to know that it's okay to cry. They need to know that you don't have to be strong all the time. They need to know that. They need to know that it's okay. And if they see you cry, guess what? You wipe your eye and say, baby, it's okay. It's okay. Mama just in her feelings. What's wrong with that? Emotions make you cry sometimes. That's a song. You feel me? That's okay. That's it. It's okay, because guess what? Something gonna happen to them a time when they need to cry. Oh yeah, even when you think they ain't paying, come on, they always know. They always paying attention. Because you might think you cry and you try hiding it, but I guarantee you one or both done already seen it. Now don't feel, guess what, baby? Kristen, let me tell you something. You know why and as mothers, hear me. I'm talking to my mothers right now. Hear me when I say this. Stop feeling guilty. Stop it. Because guess what? You're human. You are entitled to get tired. You're entitled to feel lazy. You're entitled to not have all the answers. You're entitled to feel like you want to fall apart. You're entitled to not be okay. It's okay to not be okay. You ain't Superwoman. You human. You ain't got to have it all figured out all the time. You ain't got to have it all together all the time. It's okay. And it's society that got us feeling like we can't be vulnerable. We can't be weak. We can't this. We can't that. You can't be in touch with your feelings. You can't express how you feel. Bump all that. Yes, you can. What I say, you don't let nobody outside of you tell you how to feel or how to live or how to be or how to think or how to feel or how to love. No, that's for you to decide. Don't feel guilty. When you need time to yourself, don't feel guilty. Yeah, if you don't feel like doing laundry Sunday, don't do them. You don't feel like cooking dinner, order out. You feel me? No. You are entitled to take some time for you. Take a step back and breathe. Can we breathe? Can we breathe? I told you, That's a lie when your child hurt because you love your mom. I don't know what's a lie, Marvin. I don't even know what you're talking about. Can you elaborate? Because I don't know what you're talking about. That's a lie. What's a lie? I don't get what the lie is. But you feel me? Like, no, it's okay. You have to give yourself permission to be in touch with those emotions. Give yourself permission. If you feel like shedding a tear, shed a tear. You're entitled to that. Because everybody on here is human. We all make mistakes. None of us always have it together. None of us know the answer to everything. None of us got it all figured out. None of us is above struggle. None of us is above heartache. None of us is above hardship. That's life. Like, that's life. And I get it. I get it. You even feel guilty when you go to the store and buy yourself something. You feel guilty when you treat yourself to a lunch. You can buy yourself a cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why women do that. We feel guilty about everything. We every dime we spend on ourselves, we in the store. Because guess what? I can go in the store and I could need something. Say I need some boots. Say it's snowing outside and I need boots. I can go in the store and I guarantee you I'm not going to leave out without something for my kids. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. And then you in the store debating, do you really need something? Because do you really need it because you saw something you want to get for your child? Not their need. I said your need and their want. You question, do you really need something because you see something you want for them? We do that. I don't know why. Like I said, we're natural. We're nurturers by nature. So we always thinking about everybody else besides ourselves. Always. Always. That's just what it is. That's just how it is. You feel me? I used to have that bad. My husband be like, babe, why don't you go do this and go do that? He could send me to the store. I could be somewhere supposed to be shopping for myself. And I guarantee you, I might come back with one thing for me, something for him. And I probably got 2 or 3 bags of stuff for our daughter. That's just how it is. This is how it is. But we got to do better. Because it's okay to treat yourself. It's okay to make yourself feel special. You know, you don't have to lose that that part of yourself just because you're a mother or a wife or a partner or own a business or work. You don't have to lose those parts of yourself. That's part of you. Get back to those things that make you feel good. I don't care if it's going to get you a cup of coffee from Starbucks. I don't care what it is. You need to do something for you. Okay, I'll be down in a minute. Yeah, you have to do something for you. That's it. You can't. Don't ever feel bad about that. But like I said, we got it on this. This is what we do. This is what we do. I guess whoever that was didn't want to elaborate. Marvin. Okay. I was waiting on him to clarify what he meant by something was a lie. Your child hurt because you love your mom. I don't know what that was about. But okay. He didn't want to elaborate, so okay. You know. But yeah, we just got to get back to, like I said, don't let nothing or nobody disturb your peace. Because peace is priceless. It's priceless. No amount of money can buy that. No amount of money can buy that. You know, and speak on stuff when stuff is not right. If stuff is not right, you are allowed to speak on that. Matter of fact, please speak on it. Because if you sit back and you just go with the flow, guess what? The thing you accept today will be the thing you resent tomorrow. The thing you accept today will be the thing you resent tomorrow. Because guess what? When you accepting it, you really not okay with it. You just going with the flow. You putting up with it. You just, okay, whatever. I don't want to make no big deal out of it. It's okay. It's whatever. When you got that attitude, that same pattern, it will continue. So if you're not okay with it today, it's only going to get worse. Then you're going to start to resent that person. You're going to resent the situation. You're going to resent yourself for not addressing it because you just sat back and tolerated it for all this time. And then who wrong? If you sit back and you accept something, you tolerate it, then you bring it to somebody's attention and they get mad because they done it for all this time. And they thinking, well, why you ain't say nothing sooner? If you felt like this all this time, why you didn't say nothing sooner? See, sometimes we have ourselves to blame. What I tell y'all, I'm big on accountability. Sometimes we got to take responsibility for the stuff that we bring into our life, allow into our life, and maintain in our life. We got to take responsibility. Now, you can't create your own storm and get mad when you get wet. You can't. Sometimes you got to be one enough to say, you know what? I messed this up. You know what? This one on me. Because sometimes it's on us. Hey, Kim. Sometimes it's on us. It ain't always somebody else's fault. Sometimes it's on us. Because like I said, we see the signs. We go that way anyway, right? We see the red flags. We didn't allow people to disrespect us. We didn't allow people to use us. We allowed them to manipulate us. It continues. So is that our fault or their fault? Because I feel like this. First time, shame on them. After I keep allowing it, then that blame I got to hold that. I got to hold that L. That's my fault. Because I knew better and I didn't do better. So yeah, sometimes we got to take responsibility that sometimes we're in the situation we're in because we allowed ourselves to be there or because we put ourselves there. Sometimes we have to accept the fact that sometimes this relationship didn't work because I messed up. Sometimes I wasn't the best. What if I wasn't the best person I needed to be? What if they did everything right and I was wrong? What if I was too damaged where I couldn't even receive the love they was giving me? Come on, somebody. What if I wasn't ready for what I asked for? And when it came, I messed it up and I lost it. You feel me? It ain't always, like I said, I'm always, I don't believe in being biased. I'm going to call it how I see it. But come on, my sisters, we ain't always right. We done messed up some good situations. Because we done brought a lot of past hurt. Oh, the storm. We didn't take, hey, do what you got to do, boo. Sometimes, let's be real. We done had some good situations and we done messed them up because we brought all that past baggage into the present. We accepted so much stuff from this last situation. When we got in this new situation, anything they did, we didn't cut them no slack. We didn't cut them no slack. We tore them down. We ate them up real quick. But we accepted 10,000 things over here with Tyrone. But then when we got with Brian, oh no, I'm not taking it. I'm not accepting it. I done been there, done that. I'm not doing this no more. But is that fair to Brian? So he not allowed to mess up at all? He not allowed to mess up at all. So he can't forget y'all anniversary. He can't be late for dinner. He can't not tell you, that he running late. He can't make no mistake. Because you still dealing with the issues you got from Tyrone. You ain't never healed from that. So everything that issues you had over here with Tyrone, now you done brought, and Brian got to pay the price for. Because now he don't get no leeway. You don't cut him no slack. Your guard is up. It's up and it's stuck. Ain't no chipping away at that. He need a bulldozer to knock that down. Mika. When you comfortable in your pain, you tend to want to stay there. Look, when y'all throw them words out there, I got to give you the poetry snap. That's a word, sis. When you comfortable in your pain and you choose to stay. And guess what? Even if you ain't comfortable, guess what? It's familiar. Even if you uncomfortable, it's familiar. I know what to expect over here. I don't know what's to come over here. I know what this person like. I don't know what that person might be like. I know the drama and the level of toxicity that comes with this person. I don't know what they're about. Yeah. Yes. Oh, Kristen. Yeah. But you know what? That's admirable, but it never works. Because guess what? If it ain't right, it ain't right. So eventually it becomes too rough for the kids. Eventually the tents become so thick you can cut it with a knife. Eventually, when one person come in the room, the other person leaving out the room, y'all just passing. Y'all passing each other by. It's no connection. It's no conversation. It's no bond. It's nothing emotional. It's no type of attachment. We just roommates in the same house and we passing through. And the kids see that too. They can sense if it's no affection. They can sense if it's no love. It's no connection. The house is just void of any type of emotion. They can sense it. So sometimes when we try to stay for the kids, we actually end up doing more harm than good. Yeah, it happens. Look, let me tell you something. It don't even matter how long you've been together. Sometimes history is all you got with a person. Because let's be real. If you with a person for years, right? Things change. What you may have wanted in the beginning of that relationship may not be what you're looking for now. Your needs may change, right? Because you're supposed to grow. You're supposed to evolve. Sometimes one person grow and another person don't. Sometimes the other person is okay with just being just like it is. And the other person like, no, we can do so much better. And you end up leaving that person behind. It's no shame in that. Neither is right, neither is wrong. It's just that sometimes we have to accept the fact that people actually do grow apart. Everything ain't meant to be. What I might have loved with you, what I may have loved in you 10 years ago when we got together, I might not like 5 years later. It may irritate the hell out of me. And I should be allowed to say, you know what, babe? I used to love when you did such and such, but not so much. Like, I should be allowed to say that. You should be allowed to tell me, you know what, babe? I used to like when you had your locks, but now they're just getting too long. You think about trimming them? Or I used to like when you did this, but now this just irritates me. Like, why we can't say that? Why? Everybody's so sensitive now. You can't say how you feel. You know what I'm saying? But the kids, they're going to go through change. But here's the thing. Kids are more resilient than we give them credit for. It be us that have a hard time moving on. As long as the kids are being treated right and they feel loved by both you and him, they gonna be okay. You guys do not have to be in a household for your kids to be okay. You can co-parent without it being toxic. You can co-parent without the negativity. You can co-parent without the disrespect and the drama. And the kids will be just fine. Trust me when I tell you. They will be just fine. They going through y'all not being in the house together. I get it, but guess what? It's an adjustment for everybody. But guess what? Y'all will survive. Sometimes you just like you outgrow clothes. Yes. Sometimes you outgrow people, and guess what? That is okay. Allow yourself to do that. Understand that everybody that was with you, that was rocking with you, and that you entertained 5 years ago, even coming into 2022, you're going to be left some folk behind. That's just it. Life is ever changing, but growth is optional. There go another one for y'all. Life is ever changing, but growth is optional. You can choose to stay the same, or you can choose to change. That's it. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes. I'm going to stay on about, 5-10 more minutes for y'all. I'm going to get off so I can go downstairs to eat. But, that was my husband came up and told me to come eat. So, we have to understand that life is ever changing, but growth is optional. We get to decide how our lives will look. We get to decide what direction our lives will take. And my father told me this, and I didn't understand it until he was gone and I was older. People that want to be happy, okay, let me correct it. People who genuinely want to be happy, they are. And I know that sounds so simple, don't it? But it is. People that want to be happy, they are. Because guess what? My father said that. I said, no, that's not true. I said, because people go through things and then this could happen, that could happen. He said, but babe, listen at this. When you want to be happy, are you going to dwell on everything that hurt you? No. When you want to be happy, are you going to keep thinking about the past that broke you? No. When you want to be happy, you going to keep thinking about the people that did you wrong? No. When you want to be happy, are you going to keep feeding into negativity? No. When you want to be happy, you let go of everything and everyone that interferes with that happiness. Period. Point blank. That's it. That's all. When you want to be happy, you let go of everything and everyone that interferes with that happiness or that could be a threat to that happiness. That's it. What, right? It sounds so simple, and it is. When I tell y'all the way I look at life and the way I think sometimes scares myself, like my mindset is just different. My husband always say, you different. And my family used to say that. Well, you just different. I used to be like, is they trying to be funny? But I get it. I really am. Because anywhere I've worked, like I connect with older women, like women that was like my mother age, right? Like never anybody in my age group. Like I never needed to fit in. I never looked for acceptance. I never needed your approval. I'm going to be me. I can be the odd man out. I can stand over here while everybody else over there. I never cared. And that in itself gives me the strength to be who and how I am, unapologetically, undoubtedly, unquestionably. You feel me? Like, it's just it. I'm intent on being happy. I'm intent on living a peaceful life. I'm intent on spreading positivity to everybody that I touch. And the only way I can do that is for my mind to be right. I'm very particular on who I allow in my space now. I am. Everybody ain't got my phone number. Everybody can't show up at my house. A lot of folks don't even know where I'm at. You feel me? And it's that way for a reason because like I said, quit thinking everybody deserves access to you. I don't care if you've known them your whole life. I don't care if y'all went to the same preschool. I don't care if y'all grandmamas go to the same church. I don't care if y'all mama's best friends. I don't care if they used to work with you. If they ain't on what you on, exit stage left. What I say? And I'm not saying they got to think like you, but if you ain't coming with some positivity, if you ain't coming with some encouragement, if I can't lean on you to keep me back on track, if I'm messing up, if I can't depend on you to whip me into shape and pull my coattail when I'm on BS, I don't need you around me. I don't need you around me. So I'm going to get ready and get off here, you guys. I'm going to come back on tomorrow about 5:30. About 5:30. So if y'all got any topics y'all want to discuss, send me a message, hit my email, whatever you want to do, let me know. And we definitely would do it. Yes, protect your peace at all costs. You know, because you in control of that. You control that. So I always love chatting with y'all. Look, this could go all night because I done been on here sometimes till like 2 and 3 in the morning. So I'm just not going to do it tonight because I'm hungry and I'm going to go downstairs and chill with my family. We're going to watch a movie. We're going to eat, you know. But yes, like I said, look, y'all know how to reach me. My email is in there. And like I said, I'm going to finish setting up this Patreon. I'm going to get this done tonight because I have quite a few people reaching out to me. And like I said, it'll be like $5 a month. I'm going to drop daily motivational messages every morning. It's going to be the replays of my TikToks. It's going to be discounts to some of my apparel that I do. I do different quotes and different stuff like that. It's going to be shirts, hoodies, hats, bags, whatever. I'm going to have discount codes in there. So once I get that set up, it'll be set up by the time I come on tomorrow. So I'll drop the information so you guys will have it. So, love you guys. Like I said, don't let nobody disturb your peace. And if you need somebody to talk to or you need some advice, send me a message. If I can walk you through it and talk you through it, I'll do just that. Till tomorrow. See you guys.